me?
Boys and girls, this is the GameTHOTS. It is time to do the final review for Silent Hill F. Did a few videos on this before it came out. Was very interested since launch. I thought it was a good idea for them to go with the Japanese culture to bring it back to be something completely different. But the way they wrapped it together and Hinako's story, this was just such a great survival horror game. And for my money, I really do feel like it was a good overall Silent Hill experience as well. Even with the action-based combat and it being very tedious and definitely punishing if you don't have your timing right. Everything just fit together well. It didn't overstay its welcome. I did even 3 playthroughs, and the New Game Plus lets you skip through things and changes enough to keep it interesting. Now, I really wish they would have done a little bit more for the middle cutscenes, just for like a first little gripe. And absolutely didn't need to be as stylized as it was for the combat. But other than that, I really enjoyed everything about this game. It was eerie. It kept me interested the whole time. I always wanted to know what's going on. And then even whenever I finally figure everything out, I still have so many questions. I've gotten 2 of the endings so far. There's 5 different ones. But just the mixture of Japanese culture and their deities and all that. And then the fact of propaganda being a thing. How different things were in the 1960s. And then you wrap that into a story about coming of age and, like, you know, a girl turning into a woman, the divides in boys and girls whenever they're young, drug use, insanity, just all wrapped up into a crazy ass game. And then when you get to the New Game Plus, being able to find the sacred sword that's being talked about if you take your time and search and look around. There's even some other stuff that we haven't found yet. It's just a great game before anything else. Okay, let me actually talk about the combat for just a second. And then we'll get into like talking about the story and all that. By the way, near the end of the video, there will be parts of the secondary ending. Just letting you know. Like I said, I've played like 3 times through the game. I don't really like the fox arm combat as much, and I feel like if they were going to do it, we should have had both. But there's the symbolism of her cutting her own arm off and making the sacrifice and all that. I understand. But really, I think the biggest thing and that people have problem with this is most games let you button mash, and they're very lenient on your inputs and when you do them. And this game wants you to just hit the button once at the right time and get everything precise. It's a precision-based combat. And then once you find the different upgrades and unlock them and all that, getting to the story proper, I'd love to see the full-on what's happening for real outside of Hinako's head. That would be crazy. And at first I thought that the other world, not the town, was fake and maybe stuff was actually happening in like her real world. But now I'm starting to think both of these are still her in her own head, and she's just snapped and killed everybody, because that hasn't changed in any of my playthroughs. Just the very end part has. So that's very interesting to me as well. And from the gameplay perspective, just the things that open up for the New Game Plus after you've played once, and the way they string along the new content, they did a very good job of it. I just feel like they could have added a little flair here and there on the, maybe not even the cutscenes, but some of the dialogue or things that are said. I just, that could have been toned up even more. That would have been cool. I do feel like I should bring up the cast of characters and both of the worlds, because I already talked about the art style and the sound design and how cool all that was. Very impressed with the English voice acting. They could have done a little bit more to match up the lip syncing, but to be honest, I'll probably do a Japanese playthrough as well, just because it's set in Japan. That'll probably be better, but I would just want to shout out the dub. All the characters were portrayed well, and things were written well enough, and there was enough information spread out to get a grasp on everything, but then still have plenty of questions by the end of the credits, even playing multiple times. There's way more room for interpretation for a lot of things than I thought there would be. It's not as straightforward as I thought it would be, while at the same time, I pretty much have a grasp on everything that's going on. Mixing the propaganda with the cultural deities and everything about it, like I was saying at the beginning of the video, just what a great game. Fox Mask was a cool character. Love the juxtaposition of that being a false god / the guy that was her husband that she was sold to, possibly. Or was all of it real? And did the fox actually take all these people? And then you have the serial killer plot line in between. And is that guy actually the one doing it? Because he's the heir to this family that is supposedly cursing the land. You got the poison dragon storyline. And come on, we find an ancient samurai sword. What a game.
Stop it. How dare you set foot.
So overall, this is absolutely another win for survival horror. Silent Hill itself is going to be given to a lot of different devs and a lot of different people. Konami is going to farm it out so different ideas can happen. I think that's the best thing for it. Bloober Team right now, for my money, are the kings of Silent Hill, making... I cannot wait to see what they do with the first one. Absolutely love Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill F is a great game in its own right. Hinako is actually probably one of my favorite female protagonists now. Absolutely crazy. Brutal. It'll test you. Gotta use your brain.
Just what the hell are you?
If you just get your timing right on the combat and only fight when you have to, it really is a good experience. Let me know what y'all thought about Silent Hill F. This has been the Game Thoughts. Thoughts, home opinions, trolls, strategy. We will see y'all next time.
I am still a monster after all, and won't hesitate to consume you if given the chance.
See you later, comrade.